Look, I know we have just a little time left. How does this play out? We didn't really finish with Washington, but I mean, it was comical watching these hearings because, the
Yeah.
congressional hearing, they're grilling John Ray, and they're all basically campaigning. Each politician in there is campaigning. They're taking shots at each other, taking shots at Gensler. Elizabeth Warren is pushing her bill right in the middle of a hearing. It was comical if it wasn't so sad. What plays out in Washington going forward? What plays out in the crypto market going forward? And what plays out in, the bankruptcy of FTX going forward, in your opinion?
Yeah. Bankruptcy of FTX is a long, winding story that's going to take a long time to figure out. I believe Celsius and Voyager users will get the majority of their money back well ahead of FTX. FTX people, unless we're successful in what we're trying to do, which I think is possible, it's going to be a long time before you see any money, if any. Some people say 10 to 20% is the best you can hope for with FTX. In terms of the market, I tend to believe, now don't hold me to this, but I tend to believe we've already bottomed in the crypto markets. If we were to fall further, we're looking at breaking the 4-year cycle. And I always believe in the 4-year cycle until it does break. So we tend to believe 15.2 was probably the bottom of the market. Bitcoin's going to be resilient. Stocks are probably still going to have a long ways to fall. We believe that Bitcoin is probably going to be slowly heading back up. Next year is going to be an accumulation year. Don't expect massive Bitcoin prices next year. 2024, as we move to the halving, which I can't wait until it's like 2 weeks from now. We can say next year is the halving. That'll be a lot more fun than saying 2 years from now. But once that occurs, we do believe Bitcoin will be fine and reach all-time highs in between September and December of 2025. Now, when you look at, in between to reach new all-time highs December of 2024, right. And then 2025 will be the year where things go crazy. When you look at Washington, I think that our bill is the answer. I can't wait until I can talk about it and tell everybody publicly what it is. I believe our bill is going to fix crypto regulation. We've talked to many big politicians in the last few weeks, and they tell us the only area that you're going to get bipartisan support over in the next 2 years and probably get stuff done is in the crypto industry. So I definitely believe we've got a great shot to change things forever and to lay the groundwork for crypto regulation. Is going to be smart, it's going to make sense, and it's going to be able to move forward. I also think that here's the big thing. The House Reform and Oversight Committee, watch for FTX hearings to go all year next year and maybe even for 2 years as they follow the money trail of the Ukrainian money laundering and the Democratic fundraising. There's already been, I think, $4 or $5 million given back. All of this money is going to get clawed back from these politicians. It's going to have a massive effect on politics in the next 2 years as well. So I in a lot of ways, I think that this FTX is kind of a great reset for politics, if you will. And I hope that that's what we're going to see, and we're going to see some change come out of this. Man, it sure would be great if we could see a third party rise up.
John Ray said they're clawing back all the political contributions. They're going to pull them all back.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be interesting.
Yep. I think that's an important point. I think that's how they push Joe Biden out. I've been told from people deep inside the Democratic Party, Gavin Newsom is going to be the nominee. In the next go round, it will not be Joe Biden. So just something to pay attention to and keep up with. This could be how that happens.
It's going to be fascinating. Is Sam Bankman going to live to testify? Because when that all unravels and he testifies, I can just imagine there's a lot of people that would rather he not talk.
I don't think so. I don't think so. And I think this is, when you look at the Epstein narrative and you say, oh, there's precedent for this, or McAfee, or whatever the case is, this is much different. Sam Bankman-Fried does not know a lot about what happens on the inside of politics. The politicians, this is how you know it's like, people say, oh, it's the Clintons. It's how you know it's not the Clintons. This was not a well-oiled machine, and it blew up overnight. That would never happen with sophisticated political actors. And so none of these politicians that they were giving money to knew that FTX was insolvent. They didn't know FTX was a scam. They just thought they were getting money from some crypto guy that wanted to control regulation. They knew that. I don't think Sam Bankman-Fried knows nearly enough to be able to cause serious damage to anybody outside of his parents, Dan Friedberg, and the Bahamian government. And I don't think any of those three actors, unless his parents off him, have the motivation to pull an Epstein, as we say.
I'm looking for partners, collaborators, colleagues who want to join forces with me around the globe and create real value, generational wealth, and financial freedom for everyone else around the world. Get involved in the cryptocurrency markets. Get involved in the NFT markets. This is your moment. Life all comes down to a few moments. Don't let this pass. Now it's not too late. Next year's going to be too late. Ultimately, this is about freedom. That's the way I see it. This is about giving power back to the people and enabling billions of people worldwide to use the financial markets to improve their lives and those of their friends and their families and their communities. Honestly, I think it's a violation of human rights not to allow people basic access to financial services. Because right now people are being kept in the dark, they're being robbed of education, and it's a travesty. And so I'm looking for people that want to join me and be a part of this solution. And that all happens inside the DeFi Academy. The gains my students are making are absolutely amazing. Double, triple digit gains in the first month alone. That's amazing. This will change your life. Now is the time to get involved. I'm going to tell you exactly how my students in my academy made money in the last 30 days. I'm talking about real trading results. And let me just whet your appetite a little bit. Let me hit you with some numbers. I'm talking Brendan from New Zealand is up 68.77% on the month. Steve from Europe up 83%. Albert in Singapore up 169.9% on one single trade. I got Susan up 153% on her call options alone, also rocking 139% returns and 442% returns as well on individual trades. These are people that are changing their financial future in the last 30 days, but it's based on trading discipline. I've graduated over 500 students from inside my academy from over 54 countries around the world. It's amazing. When it comes to crypto, DeFi, and blockchain, we love this space. We truly believe it's the future. This is down to our core. It's authentic to what we're doing, and everybody can tell through the camera because you can't make this stuff up. If you're watching me now, wherever you are, I implore you, take 60 seconds right now and join my academy. Apply today. Now you've got a chance. Life all comes down to a few moments. What are you going to do? What's the choice that you're going to make?